I think that society has made it so much work on yourself. And I agree on work yourself because I believe in heal thyself. If I can't love myself, how can I love someone else?
And that's the truth right there.
Right.
That statement, I did not know I didn't love myself. A close friend of mine who was really big in the divine feminine and the healthy masculine roles, she told me, you don't love yourself enough in that. And I was like, of course I love myself. But the truth is, if you even stay for a minute with someone that is disrespectful to you in any way, shape, or form, you're not loving yourself enough.
What if the sex is really good, though?
I understand, and I've had that too.
This is Bedroom Confessionals, the unfiltered, sultry podcast with your hosts confessing it all about life in our 50s and, of course, while on a gummy. Let your inhibitions go as we share from the sheets, and no topic is too taboo.
So, okay, here's this controversy that people sit on both sides of.
Okay.
I think if you're in a relationship, and I'm going to go for guy and girl on this way, I'm going to explain it. It's one thing for you to like a reel or a picture, like say on IG, when they're like playing in the, doing something
when
like
they're in a sexy outfit with their tits out.
So if they're in a sexy outfit with their tits out and you're liking the picture and you're with somebody, here's the thing. What do people think about me?
Exactly.
What they think, like
1,000,000%.
that they would feel bad for me. That man, it's almost like cheating.
You think it's cheating? Oh, it 100% is. That's
a lot
100%.
of people think it's okay.
No, it's not okay. And there's so many awesome men that are out there that speak about this, that are like therapists, and they're like, if your man is liking photos of sexy women and they're friending them or they're following them, I got news for you. They are cheating. And you know what?
You think that's cheating? It's emotional cheating.
No, that's what I'm saying. Emotional cheating is a form of that. Liking these pictures, that's a form of cheating. That is not respectful.
Right.
That is not respectful.
I so don't see it as respectful. And it's like my ick of the week, like I'm just going to say. And I just don't understand how a guy cannot understand that. And furthermore, if you don't understand it, but you fight for it, that's doubling down worse.
Yeah, yeah.
But
they defend themselves and say, what?
Yeah.
That, why? And I'm just telling you, now we know about all the social medias here to stay. So if any of us are getting married, you can't get married and they complain about that. If you see it now, don't get married.
The flags, don't ignore the flags.
Don't ignore those flags.
Don't we sometimes? I think people like you would think as we're getting older that the red flags would just be like waving, do, and we listen to them. I don't know if it's a creature of what it is, but sometimes women, I think, like, they don't value themselves enough and they will ignore some of the red flags because they don't have their own self-worth, I think.
Well, I want to tell you something it was big this week. And so whenever this airs, this will already be outdated. But I'm going to the Coldplay concert this weekend.
Please.
And have you ever seen such a scandal? Like just such an innocent scandal. That's
it's not innocent.
Well, innocent that they thought they could just go to a concert and have an amazing time up in the box and their lives are ruined, torn apart.
But I mean, it's like they did do it. They didn't ask to be on the Kiss Cam.
No.
First of all. Second of all, people, I think you need to think about, it's funny to do memes and do things, but there's ramifications of that both those families. And there's children,
1,000,000%. I feel terrible for the family. And how the next day, the wife took her last name off. I don't blame her. She don't want to associate with that bullshit. She didn't ask for this.
Right.
Shame on him. Shame on that girl.
Right.
And honestly, it's so funny how we people are like the man obviously is in the wrong, but everyone probably hates the woman for being with the married man. You know what I mean? Like
such
it's always
a double
like
standard.
that. Such a double standard.
Right.
He's a piece of shit.
Are you turned on?
Seriously.
Like, would you ever even date a married guy?
I definitely had married men, and I've been with people that have been with married people. But I have definitely had people hit on me. I'm not into that now in my life, and I'll tell you why. I am looking for my true connection. Yeah. I am not going to be someone's side piece, and I'm not going to be, I want the priority to be on me. And they're going to get my full attention and all my energy. Right. I'm not when you can fit it in type of girl at all. I know me.
No, I know. And it's like, I feel like at this point, and I don't even think it necessarily hit me at 50. As you're doing a redo on the life, and people talk about it's one life, one movie, and you're the main character. And I really toted that line. But then there's the flip side of this is that it gets exhausting. Exhausting trying to constantly
be what everyone wants you to be.
Be whatever you think you should be. Meaning like, you know, sometimes it can be exhausting and you need to like, you know, especially women redoing shit and getting in touch with their sexuality and their bodies and everything like that. I think that society has made it so much work on yourself. And I agree on work yourself because I believe in heal thyself. If I can't love myself, how can I love someone else?
And that's the truth right there. Right. That statement, I did not know I didn't love myself. I didn't know, a close friend of mine who was really big in the divine feminine and the healthy masculine roles, and she teaches that. She told me, you don't love yourself enough in that. And I was like, of course I love myself. But the truth is, if you even stay for a minute with someone that is disrespectful to you in any way, shape, or form, you're not loving yourself enough. Right. And I understand there could be children involved and whatever, but
what if the sex is really good though?
I understand. And I've had that too. I've had that. But you know what? If you are really fully healed, that you get, and now I'm getting deep. And I think I talked about this on one podcast when we did it in the studio that time.
It's hard sometimes because the subjects are so important for dating in your 50s and life in your 50s. Again, this isn't all about dating, but we're talking about life.
Yes. Yeah. But I mean, I'm not going to go into it here because I want to keep it lighthearted, but I'm just saying we should be acting at the age we are now. I should be acting 55. You should be acting 56. I feel like I'm 90. I should be acting 90. No. Anyway, so we should be acting that way. But when we get hurt or something triggers us, we go to our 5-year-old self. And that is how everyone gets. Like you're like, and whenever you see someone that wants to retaliate or whatever, they are not acting as an adult. They are acting as a 5-year-old because that's on, you know, I'm going to hit you back. You know, that's a 5-year-old. And I've been, unfortunately, with a lot of men that have not brought those two together. You have to, think if you hurt a little child, a 5-year-old, would you be like, you're okay or whatever? Or are you okay? Or, you know, or just ignore them? No, you'd go and pick them up. You'd hold them, love them. I'm so sorry. That's what you have to do with yourself. Yep. That's what you have to do with yourself. And that sounds so ridiculous. Sounds so dorky.
That's right. You did talk about it.
I'm telling you, it is unbelievable the healing it brings in. And so many people, this is untapped. They do not know about this. And when I brought this up, like, and even one time in a therapy session, she's like, did you take seminars on that? Like, how do you know so much about it? You can follow a course. You can listen to memes. I mean, I have learned so much. Thank you, Instagram and TikTok. How much do I owe you?
Where would it be? By the way, do you teach your eyelashes different? No. They're just popping. I'm sorry. Really? I had to just stop her. You'll see. Like,
thank you.
No, they're just popping.
So what do you feel about respect? What were you going to say? You were going to like segue into something you were telling me.
I don't know. Me being respected or respect in general.
You were talking about you wanted to come.
Oh, yeah. So that falls in, this is the wave right now. We're in the wave, you know. So like, I was just, you know, you mentioned TikTok and Instagram. So, you know, sometimes we like share shit. I mean, that's what you do with your friends, right?
Yeah.
And
I send stuff to her all the time.
Yeah. It's always good and entertaining. And I send her to things like flatter things, I think. The 5 pillars of a healthy relationship. And I know you know this shit. And everyone else probably does. Communication, trust, respect, intimacy, and commitment. So like at the end of what I think you've kind of been saying, ironically, you didn't know I was going to talk about this. I wanted to get your viewpoint on it.
I like that. Dad, keep talking.
And it's like all those things, like girls, it goes to girlfriends, it goes to anything. I think honestly about that, not the intimacy part, of course.
Communication for me has been my biggest challenge with different men. Men are not so great, or they're really good and the women aren't. The withholding piece will literally tear me apart.
Like, what do you mean by withholding?
That they just think, oh, I forgot to tell you. Like, no big deal. But like, it's a thing that you'd be interested in. Right. Do you know what I mean? You would definitely be interested in.
Like, I saw Superman and didn't tell you or something like that? Okay.
One thing I never level. No, I'll tell you.
Believe me, I was a good. I'm not a Superman person, but I did it. This is what you do for other people.
Oh, you went and saw Superman?
Yeah, I bought the tickets weeks freaking before because he would have waited till the last minute and been like, "Oh, it's sold out."
Nice. That's nice. That's
nice.
The little things. That's thoughtful.
Yeah. So like, and I don't necessarily believe this, but I'm just asking for women out there. You know, is giving a blowjob when you don't want to an act of service? Do you get points for that shit?
I said I thought that was just taking one for the team, and you're like, how does that even help the team?
How do I benefit?
Well, you benefit if your man is happier because he just had his penis sucked, and he finished and he's happy and joyful.
Yeah.
you're going to be a receiver.
100%.
Of goodness, of love, of a happy guy that wants to,
Listen,
do
I
for
said
you,
I was
hopefully.
asking for the audience.
Oh. So,
Okay, so
okay. What is your love language? What are your love languages?
touch.
But
Number
just
one.
physical touch?
I think I love being in a partnership where you can have that touchiness because I am very touchy-feely. So I've been with guys that aren't, and it almost makes me feel insecure.
If they're not.
That they're not.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah, because I'm just like, what's wrong with me that you don't want to touch me? So that wouldn't work for me.
You're right.
Communication. I mean, a lot of this falls under the whole like pillars of, our relationship, communication, trust, respect, and commitment. But what we're talking about here, what you're really talking about is emotional connection, intellectual connection. And I think I've said it here too before, like basically, if you don't take care of me here, Penelope is having nothing to do with you, as tight as she is. And oh my gosh, she just asked me the most fucking random question. I didn't know what it was.
Do you guys know what tossing the salad is? I just had this conversation, so I'm
tossing the salad?
Yeah, that's like licking someone's.
Personally, we are confessed out for today, but the confessions never stop. Subscribe to Bedroom Confessionals, and we'll be waiting for you between the sheets. Same time, same bed, same unfiltered truths.